But I have to ask you a question that I am going to be asking every candidate that comes onto my platform going forward, because as a progressive Democrat, I'm sure you are familiar with the lip service that we receive. And then, once they get into Congress, suddenly all those things that we held dear and we held them, that they ran on, that they were important, they suddenly just kind of go away. So my question is, many voters, especially young, working class, and marginalized communities, feel betrayed by candidates who run on bold progressive platforms but quickly compromise or abandon those values once they are elected. So if you win this seat, you will win this seat, by the way. We're manifesting. We manifest that shit around here. If you win this seat, how will you ensure that your actions match your promises, especially when pressured by party leadership, corporate donors, or political expediency? What's your plan to stay rooted in the movements that got you here?
Great question. So I lean on my military experience here, and the people that know me best who could attest to this. In the military, you have a creed, and I was an NCO, which is, more or less just a frontline leader.
Mm-hmm.
And you always place the mission first. So it's mission first, team always, and no one ahead of, or everyone ahead of myself. And I live by that creed. And it's demonstrated throughout my life, throughout my body of work in my career. I spend my time volunteering. I've never really been about the money. I've got a stake in this as well. I have to be the type of leader that I would expect to vote for.
Mm-hmm.
That is the whole purpose of my campaign, is to be the person that you would vote for or that I would vote for. Just someone who's not beholden to those corporate interests. So to say, integrity is my watchword as part of the NCO creed. Integrity is 100% what I'm all about. And accountability. I've spoken about this recently more and more. It's about accountability, and not just me holding others accountable, but hold me accountable at the ballot box. I'm okay with that. And by opening that door and having disagreements about where I said my campaign was going to go and how I said I was going to behave when I got into Congress, if I don't behave that way, hold me accountable. I'm okay with that. Having town halls, being out there with the voters. I've already done that stuff, by the way. I've already had town halls, but being able to communicate directly with the constituency and not just the corporate donors, I've already started doing that. I'm doing the job now that I would expect to do in Congress. So that's how I would address that. Money's never been the motivating factor for me. Never has been, never will be. It's always been put people ahead of me. You got to be the change you want to see in this world. Otherwise, I would be able to get corporate donors and APAC and all those things, which I refuse to do.